Hello, it's me, Miss Katie Jane from Hoover Public Library, and I'd like to welcome you, the class of 2033, to our Virtual Kindergarten Kickoff. That's right. If you are starting kindergarten right now, you will graduate from high school in the year 2033. Adults, let's take a moment to feel old. Okay, now it's back to focusing on you, the kindergartner starting this major exciting time of beginning school. Now, before we go much further, I want to make sure I tell you something, just in case I forget later in all the excitement. Besides this video that you're watching, you can also pick up a kindergarten starter pack that's available at Hoover Public Library. Inside, you'll find a I'm going to kindergarten button. Yours could be blue or green or red or yellow. Something you can wear to proudly show the world that you are starting kindergarten. You'll also find the materials for today's science experiment and other super fun things to help you get ready to learn, including a brand new book. So make sure you grab that the next time you're at Hoover Public Library. Now, let's talk about what this video is going to be. We're going to focus on 3 of the fun parts of kindergarten: music, math, and science. I know, 3 of my favorite things. I can't wait to get started. So come on, let's do this thing. It's time to make some music. We're going to explore a lot of the instruments that you may use in your kindergarten classroom using a brand new book by Emma Garcia. It's called Plinka Plinka, Shake Shake. And in the story, she introduces a lot of different instruments, and I have a lot of them right here at Hoover Public Library. So if you want to learn even more, you can read the book, but we are going to explore them right here, right now. Are you ready? All right, the first one doesn't even fit in my music box. Does anyone recognize what this is? Yeah, it does look like a guitar, but it's a little smaller. It has a strap like a guitar. It has strings. Did I hear someone say ukulele? That's exactly right, a ukulele. You play it by running your thumb down the strings there while you use your fingers on the other hand to hold down different chords. Now, Miss Katie Jane does not know how to play the ukulele. I know, it's so disappointing. For me too. A lot of our staff know how to do it, and some of them just learned recently when we were all stuck at home because of COVID. I know, I did not use my time in that way, so all I can do is this. But that sounds pretty good, right? And that shows you what a ukulele can do. Now, let's see what else is inside this music box I have full of... Now this I know how to play. Do you recognize these? That's right, maracas. Maracas are good for shake, 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 shaking to the beat. And these are very colorful. Very fun. All right, what else could be in the music box? We have a ukulele and maracas. And, do you recognize this shape? That's right, it's a triangle because it has 3 sides. Well, that's what the instrument is called too. That's right, you hold it by the string so that the metal can vibrate and make the best sound when you hit it with another piece of metal. Whoa, I can even feel the vibrations moving up the string and tickling my hand. That one's fun. A triangle. Let's see, what else is in the music box? Whoa, this is not going to be quiet. This is going to be loud cymbals. Yeah, I know some of you are already covering your ears. Good idea. I feel like one of those cymbal monkeys. Ooh, 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 ooh. Haha. Cymbals are good for when you need a big, loud, brashy noise. Yeah, you don't always need that. Sometimes you really do. Now, what else can be down in here? It's so fun. Every time I open it, there's something else cool. Ooh, what are these? These just look like wood. But they do have handles and they are hollowed out. These are claves. Claves are wooden instruments that you can hit together to make the beat. I like that. It's important to keep the beat going in your music class. What else is down in here? Oh, this is a newer instrument to me. Have you seen one of these before? That's right, they do look like bells. It's an go-go. It's two different bells. One is bigger and one is smaller. Do you think they'll sound the same? Let's see. No. The bigger one is making a deeper, lower note. So you don't have to limit yourself to just one sound with one bell. You can do, that sounds like someone's in a hurry. Oh, that's fun. The a-go-go. Let's see, what else is down in here? We've had so many cool things. Oh, what are these little guys? Kind of sounds like clip-clop hooves on horses. I like that, just a little accent, castanets. I think I need to practice more with those. I don't think that's something you master right away. Let's see, what else is in here? Oh wait, this I can do, and I bet you can too. What is this? That's right, a drum. You can hit the drum head, which is what you call this, with a mallet. But is that the only way to play? You're exactly right. We can. Very good. Some people are really good at playing drums. They're called percussionists. Miss Katie Jane is still a work in progress on that. Oh, let's see. What is... Now this is interesting. This looks a lot like those claves, except it's bigger and it has ridges on it. That's because this is a gyro. So you can't hit it like the claves, and since it's bigger, it's giving you a deeper sound. But you can also run the mallet on the ridges to make noise too. So there's two different ways that you can play something on the gyro. All right, let's see. I think there was one more thing down in here. Perfect way to end our music exploration. Can you guess what it is? Could it be? That's right, the bells. There's lots of different bells. This just happens to be the one I grabbed that has a nice handle so I can easily shake it, shake it, shake it. Oh my goodness, our music box was full of so many amazing instruments. Let's see if we can remember what they're called. We had the ukulele. We had the maracas. We had the, that's right, triangle. We had the, that's right, cymbals. We had the, let's see, claves, and of course, their like musical instrument cousin, the gyro. We also had the a-go-go and the small but mighty castanets and my goodness, I hope I can get all these things back in my music box. And I hope you will explore maybe even more music. Are these the only kind of things you can play music on? No, you can grab some pots and pans. Lids especially make good cymbals. You can grab some books, some boxes to be your drums. You can fill glasses with water. There's a lot of ways you can explore music with things you have right at home. So I hope you'll do that. And if you want to learn more about musical instruments, I hope you'll take a read of Plinka Plinka Shake Shake by Emma Garcia. It's science time. In kindergarten, you're going to get to learn all about this huge world that surrounds you. Today we're going to do an experiment called the screaming balloon. Now don't worry, it's not super loud, high-pitched screaming that will make you want to cover your ears. No, but it is going to be making a really cool sound. And all you need to do this experiment is a balloon and a hex nut. A hex nut? Miss Katie Jane, what is a hex nut? This. A hex nut is a piece of metal that is in the shape of a hexagon. A hexagon has 6 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And so instead of saying hexagon nut, which sounds so long, people just call it a hex nut. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to put the hex nut inside your balloon. So you're going to push it through that skinny opening until it's just down in the bottom like that. And then this part is tricky. You may need an adult to help you. Let's see if even this adult can do it. We have to blow up our balloon, not too big. You don't want it to be too super stretched out by filling it with too much air. So let's see what we can do. That seems a pretty good size. Then, so the air won't escape, what do we need to do? We need to tie it off. Again, this part can be tricky, so you may want to ask an adult to help you. All right, now we have our balloon, and can you see that little hex nut bobbing in there? To make the screaming balloon effect, we're going to have to hold the balloon with this part tucked in the palm of our hand, and then just gently hold it with your fingers like this, you see? And then whoa. Now, did that sound like a scream to you? No, me neither. I think it sounds more like a car revving up. Now, why in the world does it make that sound? Well, that's because the inside of the balloon is smooth, because it is curved, circular. But the hex nut, remember, it has those 6 sides, so there's some pieces that are flat and some that are pointy. So it's actually bouncing super fast against the smooth, circular inside. And as it's bouncing, that's what's making the sound. Now, did you notice that it didn't start as soon as I started moving my hand? I kind of do it in a circle, but sometimes you have to practice a little bit to get it to do exactly right. So if you can't get it to work the very first time, should you just give up and say, that's a dud? No. Remember, you should always try, and try again. Now, I know some of you are maybe a little worried, Miss Katie Jane, I don't have a balloon and a hex nut right now. Well, guess what? I've put together some kindergarten starter packs that you can pick up from Hoover Public Library. And guess what's inside? Yep, one of the things inside are the materials for today's science experiment. You'll have both a balloon and a hex nut. So make sure you stop by so that you can have science time at home as you get ready for kindergarten. Kindergarten is also the time when you get to meet something called math. Math is just another way to say playing with numbers. And today we're going to play with numbers and the letters in our name. So I'm going to show you 2 ways you can make a graph of the number of letters in people's names. So the one behind me is one kind of graph. This is a wall bar graph. And you'll notice it's made of individual pieces that you stack on top of each other. And these are all the folks who work in the Kids Zone at Hoover Public Library. Do you know where my name is? Let's see, here we go. Katie Jane. My name, K-A-T-I-E J-A-N-E, has 9 letters in it. And so I've placed it on top of the red card that says 9 letters. So we have some people with 4 letters in their name, 5 letters, 6, 7, 8, 9, and even someone with 10. And so I wrote everyone's names on the cards and stacked them up on top of the correct number of letters. What number of letters has the most names? Is it 4? Is it 5? Is it 6? Is it 7? Is it 8? Is it 9? Or is it 10? You're right, it's 5. Let's see how many people have 5 letters in their name. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people that work with me in the Kids Zone have 5 letters in their name. Emily, yeah, we have 2 Emilys. Grace, Jaden, Karen, Kayla, Laura, Tracy, Wendy. How many people have 4? 2, Emma and Josh. How many people have 6? 3, Alyssa, Jeremy, Justin. What about 7? That's right, 2, Lindsay, Rebecca. What about 8? Just 1, Annabeth. Who joins me with 9? Miss Christine, so that makes 2. And the lovely Brooklyn has 10 letters in her name. So that's one way that you can make a graph using pieces of paper. I have Velcroed them to the wall, but could you also make this by laying it on the ground? You totally could. You totally could. Do you have to use index cards? Nope, you could use Post-it notes or any piece of paper that you have. One thing that's cool about this is that you can do the people in your family. You can do your friends. Maybe once kindergarten actually starts, you can do the names of all the kids in your class. Can you even do the names of the pets in your house? If you've got pets, you can do that too. What if you don't want to practice your handwriting and writing your name on pieces of paper? What if you just want to keep all those names in your head and build a graph with blocks? Do you think you could do that? Well, of course. But instead of building on the wall or on the floor, you could build up, up, up. I have done it using Legos. There it is. 4 people, 5 people, 6 people, 7 people, 8 people, 9 people, 10 people. You see how it follows the same pattern as what we built on the wall. The 5 letters is still 9 bricks tall. If you don't have Lego bricks, could you build it using other kind of blocks? Well, yeah. What if you don't have that? Could you build it using maybe rolls of toilet paper? Or books that you stack? Yeah. Anything that you could stack on top of each other without breaking anything, you could use to make a bar graph showing all of this information about numbers. See? I told you, math was just playing with numbers. I'm so glad you could join me today for our kindergarten kickoff. We talked about music, math, science, and all of those things will be part of your kindergarten experience. But that's not the only things you're going to get to do. You'll also get to do art. You'll get to do reading, including library time. You'll get to have recess and, of course, snack time. If you'd like ideas about how to commemorate each of those things that are coming up soon when you start kindergarten, make sure you click on the link to the handout for this year's Virtual Kindergarten Kickoff. And don't forget to stop by the Hoover Public Library to pick up your kindergarten starter pack. It's going to include that Going to Kindergarten button I showed you earlier. It will also have the materials for today's science experiment, a brand new book, and more fun things to help you get ready to learn in kindergarten. Thanks so much for coming. My name's Miss Katie Jane. I hope to see you soon at Hoover Public Library. Bye-bye.